There is no business where you look at the business and say, I am going to cut and things are somehow going to work better. That's very unusual, I think. You might say, I'm going to cut and I'm going to get a greater profit, but you don't often say, I'm going to cut and things are going to get better. Now, I will also add
Yeah,
in
like I
before
guess
we.
to maybe open up this last bit just a little bit of like, you might cut workers in the interest of some sort of efficiency because you think a department is bloated. You might actually get more efficient, but you don't just cut things and then things magically get better. You cut things and then you also revamp processes and you like hire new people and you figure out new ways of doing things that are more efficient. You don't just lay off, like 10% of your workforce and then just magically all of the jobs that were getting done still get done just better, right? And
No,
like that is what the Department of Government Efficiency seems to think is going to happen here.
there is at least some work in terms of redistributing tasks that needs to be done. And we're not to that part yet, assuming that part is coming. But I do want to hit really quick before we take a break that the social climate against experts really facilitates anti-government sentiment. If you are looking at your child's education or your child's teacher and aren't really seeing benefits from that, you might think that homeschooling is reasonable because you don't see your child's teacher as an expert and you don't see that as a specialized set of skills. Plenty of people who have concerns about the medical care they receive, which is often like completely reasonable on the basis of their real world lived experience. Many people have bad experiences with doctors in the medical system, so they decide to kind of opt out of the traditional Western medicine system. The skepticism can be applied to government as well. And we've seen over the past few weeks with all of the cuts and waste, fraud, and abuse, all in air quotes, that is being found by Doge. It's not so much that these things are either waste, fraud, or abuse, as the people who are making the cuts are assuming that something that they don't understand is bad or unnecessary and are not taking the time to necessarily come to understand what it is that government is doing, because how could this government department be doing anything that is technical or specialized?
Yeah, I saw an article about how they flagged a biology paper. No, it was a math paper. They flagged a math paper that was being funded by like one of these NIH or NSF grants. And the reason they flagged it is because it literally contained the word bias, as in the like statistical bias sense. Yeah. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, right?